just announced that she's gonna be getting a divorce.
Yes.
Does like a half of your heart break for her?
You know, I support her.
Yeah.
So, you know, whatever she wants, the Mowrys have her back. Now she just kind of just wants to, you know, just process it all, take it all in, and, you know, be a little private about that.
Yeah.
And, you know, as a sister, you know, I'm just gonna respect that.
It got worse.
No.
But I feel like it's about to get worse. Oh! It got worse. It got worse.
The streets are buzzing heavy right now because word is Tia Mowry might have some serious beef with Gabrielle Union. And it's about to get messy. Fans are whispering that Tia allegedly blames Gabrielle for the collapse of her marriage with Cory Hardrict. What? Not too long ago, Tia was glowing, talking about how she was loving single life and had zero regrets about the divorce. So now everybody's asking, what flipped the script? And why is Gabrielle suddenly being painted as the villain in this drama? See, the internet doesn't miss a single hint. If there's shade to be caught, trust, they're gonna catch it. Tia herself hasn't come out blasting Gabrielle directly, but the online detectives are convinced some hidden tension is bubbling under the surface. Here's where it gets real spicy. The rumor is that when Gabrielle found out Tia was dealing with a split, she immediately checked in. Gabrielle had been through her own messy breakup before, so she knew how brutal the spotlight could be when your whole love life is out there for the world to judge. Word is she stood by Tia heavy in those early days, traveling with her, hanging out nonstop, keeping her spirits up, and trying to distract her from the heartbreak. Meanwhile, Cory was on the opposite vibe, pouring his heart out publicly, begging for his family back. It was low-key humiliating for him, but he didn't care because he wanted his marriage to survive. Just weeks after Tia dropped the divorce bomb, Cory even went live on Instagram to confess he still loved her and wasn't ready to let go.
All right, I appreciate y'all. Coach Marcus, sending nothing but love. It's love, y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all for real. Okay, I love my beautiful family, love my kids, love my wife, I love all you.
When whispers hit the blogs that Tia might be stepping back into the dating pool, Cory did not handle it well, and his Instagram Live told the whole story. He didn't even have to say her name. The frustration was written all over his face. At one point, he dropped some cryptic shade about how certain people move on too fast, and how not everyone knows the meaning of loyalty. Ouch.
Yeah, y'all wild in these comments. I don't know nothing about no boyfriend. Maybe y'all tell me. I have no idea. You know, I don't know nothing. I don't pay it no mind.
Meanwhile, fans were spinning their own theories, claiming Cory had been the one who cheated, which supposedly pushed Tia to leave for good. But Cory wasn't having it. On another live, he got heated, swearing up and down that he never cheated on Tia and blasting the rumors as flat-out lies. He was clearly fed up with being painted as the villain, and he wanted everybody to know.
That did not happen. Baby beautiful, 2222, that did not happen. I don't like addressing stuff, but that didn't happen.
The breakup was messy enough without folks spreading fake stories. Cory's pain was obvious. He wasn't afraid to beg for his family back in public. In interviews, he even admitted how crushed he felt when Tia filed for divorce instead of fighting to fix things. He was literally out here wearing his heartbreak on his sleeve. But while Cory was out there pleading, Tia held her ground. She wasn't folding, she wasn't budging, she stood firm on her choice, reminding everybody she's a grown woman who has every right to move on. And just when people thought Cory would keep chasing, he flipped the script, switching up his whole vibe and leaving fans wondering if he was finally ready to play the same game Tia was playing. Instead of keeping it clean, Cory went full-on messy with the divorce drama, and the streets noticed. Instead of letting Tia walk away in peace, he started pulling moves that made him look bitter and desperate. At one point, he even came after her money, which had fans dragging him non-stop because it looked like a bad play. When Cory officially clapped back to Tia's divorce filing, he didn't just accept it, he went for alimony and demanded the court take a hard look at their prenup. Court records exposed that Cory and his lawyers questioned the validity of their April 14, 2008 agreement, claiming parts of it were unfair. Basically, he was arguing that the prenup was signed way too close to the wedding and that he might have been pressured into signing working under stress. But here's the twist. Fans weren't convinced it was just about the bag. Word on the blogs was that Cory wasn't chasing her finances. He was playing chess, trying to slow the divorce down. The theory? If he dragged things out long enough, maybe Tia would cave, rethink everything, and slide back into the marriage. But Tia wasn't falling for it. Not one bit. She clapped back just as hard, filing motions to make sure she walked away with everything that was hers. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Forget just houses, cars, and fat bank accounts. Tia went petty savage mode. She went after the airline miles, the credit card reward points, and even loyalty perks from her own businesses. Fans couldn't believe it. She wasn't leaving a single coin, mile, or point on the table. Tia wasn't just settling a divorce. She was making a statement, loud and clear. Cory quickly figured out he was outmatched and in way over his head. Instead of pushing the fight, he backed down and let the divorce go through without adding more fuel. The papers were signed, and just like that, they went their separate ways. But the drama didn't end there. Fans started speculating heavy that maybe Tia was second-guessing her choice to walk away. She's been upfront about how rough the dating scene has been since the split. And let's be real, dating is already wild in this generation, but imagine doing it as a famous single mom with cameras watching your every move. That's pressure on a whole other level, and Tia admitted she learned that quick. She had everybody talking when she jumped on TikTok, joking about her chaotic dating experiences.
It got worse,
No.
but I feel like it's about to get worse. It got worse. It got worse.
From cringy first dates to weird DMs and the straight-up madness of modern love, Tia showed with humor that stepping back into the game after 14 years of marriage was nothing short of a struggle. Of course, fans twisted it, asking if this meant she was thinking about taking Cory back. But Tia shut that down instantly. She said, "Just because dating is complicated doesn't mean I'm gonna go back to something that no longer served me." Boom. Mic drop. She even compared it to acting, saying that if she didn't land a role right away, she wouldn't just quit her whole dream. And then came the shade. Tia posted a picture of herself with the caption, "What one man won't do, another man will." Child, messy much? That one had everybody side-eyeing Cory, and even though she denied wanting him back, the internet swore she was sending subliminal signals that a reunion wasn't totally off the table. Last year, Tia had the blogs going crazy when she popped up rocking her wedding ring again, instantly sparking rumors that she and Cory were secretly working things out. But just like that, nothing actually came from it. Still, fans haven't let it go, and what really has people side-eyeing her is the way she constantly tries to prove she's thriving as a single mom. Some say she goes too hard with the "I'm happy" posts, which makes them wonder if she secretly regrets cutting Cory loose. Around the holidays, Tia posted a family picture with her kids and dropped a long message. "Happy holidays from my family to yours." Co-parenting during the holidays is a journey, one that's filled with a mix of emotions. It's different, and yes, it can feel challenging and even lonely at times, especially when you're adjusting to a new family dynamic. But over time, I found the beauty in it. It's an opportunity for my kids to build meaningful relationships with both parents, and for me, it's space for self-discovery, healing, and rejuvenation. I'll admit, as a single mom, I sometimes feel the weight because our family doesn't look like others. But you know what? That's okay. Different doesn't mean less than. The most important thing is keeping the traditions alive for my children, because no matter how it looks, we are still family. On the surface, it sounded positive and uplifting, but fans weren't buying all of it. What had everybody talking was the fact that she actually spent Christmas with Cory and the kids. So while she was online talking about how hard single motherhood feels during the holidays, people thought it came off strange. Like, if you're struggling as a single mom, why are you still cozying up with your ex on Christmas? The contradictions had the internet calling her out quick. Well, the streets are buzzing that all this "I'm so happy" talk might actually be Tia's way of sliding the door back open for Cory, without flat out admitting it. But that's not the only twist. Remember how Gabrielle Union was Tia's rock during the divorce, always by her side? fans noticed something strange. Tia and Gabrielle haven't been spotted together in ages, ever since Tia started venting about how brutal the dating scene has been. Now, the speculation is wild. People are saying Tia may have quietly distanced herself from Gabrielle. Why? Because rumor has it, Gabrielle was the one whispering in her ear during the breakup, encouraging her to go through with the divorce in the first place. Meanwhile, her twin sister Tamara didn't even agree with the split deep down, even though she stood by Tia in public. So if Gabrielle was the only one cheering her on, and now Tia's supposedly regretting the whole thing, fans are convinced she's pointing the finger at Gabrielle as the reason her marriage collapsed. And this could explain why the blogs are claiming Tia and Gabrielle might have had a quiet falling out behind the scenes. Messy, but what do you think? Is Tia blaming Gabrielle for pushing her into a divorce she regrets? Or is this just fans reaching too far? Drop your thoughts down below, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video. And I'll catch you in the next one.